So, a couple months ago, I made a video about DB Cooper, if you haven't watched it already, how that case just got solved. But now we have Jack the Ripper. They're claiming it has finally been solved after 140 years. That's crazy, absolutely insane how DB Cooper got solved a few months ago, then Jack the Ripper now this past weekend. And if you don't know who Jack the Ripper is, you live under a rock. But if you don't, basically, it's this guy in the 1880s in London, England, who was going around murdering prostitutes. The guy hated prostitutes, whoever he was. And some of the victims were Mary Nichols, 43, Annie Chapman, 47, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, 46, and Mary Jane Kelly, 25. And three of them had their internal organs removed, and the murders were all at night. It was by this guy who was walking around. In the 1880s, I mean, there was ended up being letters to the press, but they were all fabricated. None of them were actually by the killer, and someone gave him the nickname Jack the Ripper, since every killing was from left to right. He'd slit their throats, and this is one of the most famous unsolved cases. He killed five people in London, England. Nobody heard about him ever again. One of the letters, it says George R. Sims in the Sunday paid newspaper, implied that written by one of the journalists to hurt the circulation of a newspaper, and officials later claimed to have identified a specific journalist as the authors of both the Dear Boss letter and the postcard, because there was three letters. There was a Dear Boss, there was one that was go to the hell or whatever, go to hell, and then Jack the Ripper. And they wanted to, obviously, this was getting a lot of attention, people reading the paper, because everyone wanted to know who Jack the Ripper was. So a lot of these letters were fabricated by journalists to try to get the story heightened. And there was mainly eight total suspects, and Aaron Kosminski was one of them, who was noted he hated prostitutes. And this guy Russell Edwards, English. This is where Russell Edwards comes in, English historian and author. He said it. So he found DNA on a shawl recovered from the scene of one of the killings was tested, revealing the butcher who terrorized Victorian London's East End in the late 1800s was a 23-year-old Polish immigrant named Aaron Kosminski, who died in a mental institution in 1919. So yes, it was Aaron Kosminski. That's who they think it is, and this is how Edwards proved it. Edwards has some help from Kosminski's oldest brother's great-great-granddaughter, who provided a DNA sample that was able to be matched with that of the shawl. The clothing article was brought to Edwards nearly 20 years prior, when he learned that it had been at the site of one of the Jack the Ripper's murderers. So this case just got solved. He was one of the main suspects, Kosminski, but he ended up dying. So obviously, this is over 140 years ago. This is in 1888. All these killings happened. They all happened close to each other, and it was just kind of a cool nickname, honestly, Jack the Ripper. There's a lot of articles revealing this. I have the links below, but Jack the Ripper has finally been solved. And thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. A little shorter video today, gonna be uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We will on this channel, and Wednesday will be another interesting news story. So thank you guys all for watching, and peace.